What's good, y'all? Listen, look, I'm mad I even gotta say this.
Why are we acting like this is not egregious? Don't get your fucking coat like.
There's nothing wrong with hate. You've got to hate some things with a passion. And destruction, they must dislike and hate with a passion.
Another way. Well, at this point, look, what the hell, Yante? All right. Hello out there. Another day, another dollar. Another holla. Okay. We are back with another video. So good to be here, darlings. It's always a pleasure. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Today's Tuesday. You know, Tuesday's not usually my day. But we here with it. You know, I was like, I went live like, when did I go live? I think Sunday. What was that? Saturday? Friday? Damn, I forget. I went live a few days ago though. And I talked about a couple things, but one thing in particular I didn't really dive into too deep, and I actually want to double back on that. So we're going to do that. Okay. So yeah, we got a couple things to get into tonight. A few things. It should be grand, should be great. Hello, Marcus. It's good to see you in the chat, darling. First things first, too. Hold up, let me share my screen right. Hey, hold up. I forgot. Hold up. Let me pull this up right quick. 2 seconds. Where's it at? There we go. Because I forgot. Not that I forgot, but gotta make sure I shout us out. Because what the hell? Okay. She don't be playing with me. Make sure y'all go check out our YouTube. I told you me and my sister was starting YouTube again. I thought I was playing. We wasn't. We was on. I told y'all we getting on Twitch, baby. We did. It's done. We doing it, okay? So yeah, we had our first Twitch stream the other day, and it was like 5 hours long, so it took me a while to edit that thing down. But I finally got down to all the meat of it. It's about a little less than an hour and a half. So yeah, y'all can go check that out on YouTube, okay? The what you call it is, of course, the A Twins, okay? So yeah, make sure you go check that out. Show us some love, show us some support. We need that. We want that, and follow us on Twitch, okay? Yeah, it's gonna be fun though. But yeah, we actually did 2 streams already. We did another one. I have to edit that one as well, but that one is only like an hour and a half by itself, so I ain't really got to do too much editing in that one. But I am still gonna edit that one down a little bit too before I post it on YouTube. So yeah, but if you want to catch us live, you gotta follow us on Twitch. Yeah, it's kind of cool. We still trying to figure our way out through that, but you know, we're getting there. You know, we're figuring it out. We're doing it. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool experience. I ain't done videos with my sister in like, when did we stop doing videos? 2019. So yeah, I've been doing this for myself for like 5-6 years. You know, it's kind of weird, you know, doing it again, but it's also very fun. You know, feels a little, you know, like gets my gears going again. You know, it's kind of fun. You know, kind of having to bounce off each other and stuff like that. So yeah, y'all come over there if y'all want to see us talk about certain things. Follow us on Instagram. I've already got clips from our streams. I'm gonna post those up this week as well. So yeah, it's just cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I also posted a clip of the For the Culture podcast as well. Our last podcast we did with me and Afro. Shout out to Afro. Make sure y'all follow on the For the Culture channel. Subscribe to that. Okay, subscribe to that. But yeah, I posted a clip of that the other day as well. I think I just posted that the day before yesterday, actually. That For the Culture clip. Yeah, I think it was Sunday I posted that. So y'all check that out too. If y'all haven't gone to go watch the full podcast, which you should, still go watch that. But definitely go check out the little clip too. It's a good little, you know, little piece from out of it. It was cool. Now it shows my name regular. YouTube be tripping. Yeah. Oh yeah. Didn't it say your name was some weird shit the other day? I don't know what that was. That was weird. Maybe it is YouTube messing with you, messing with me. I don't understand that. But your name was definitely Nat Marcus Moore the other day. I don't know what the hell was going on with that. That's ignorant. I read everything between. So yeah, yeah, make sure y'all go do that though. I should have put the links in the description. I did not. My bad. I might do it afterwards, but do the work, man. Just go put in A Twins. Go put in For the Culture. Y'all be alright. Damn. Anyways, yeah, we got a few things to get into tonight. Not too much, nothing too crazy. I don't feel like, but there is a couple things we definitely got to get into. Let me start with this because the hateration is always real with foundational Black American talent. I mean, every time they just don't want us. They don't like to see us shine, especially when we're doing something better than what they think is theirs. All right, which ain't nothing really theirs. They steal every damn thing. Okay, exploit everything and whitewash everything. So a lot of the shit that they think is theirs is not even theirs, including country music. Okay, country music is a foundational Black American genre we created. All right. So yeah, although it is dominated by the dominant society, white folks, it is still a Black American cultural piece. It is still a part of the Black American culture. It's a genre we created, and we know our good sister Beyonce be putting it down. She had her Cowboy Carter album drop last year, which was amazing. We love to see it. Okay, everybody was hating because they did because she won best country album. What is it? She won best country album, I think, at the Grammys. They hated it. They hated that so much. Was hating on our good sister so much that they've decided that next year they're going to split it up into 2 different categories, the country album. I'm like, wow, amazing. Y'all ain't want to do that for Macklemore when they beat Kendrick Lamar for best hip-hop album. There was no damn contemporary and I think it's contemporary and traditional, something like that, hip-hop, or they're doing it for country. But y'all didn't want to do that with Macklemore bullshit-ass album, won over Kendrick's, okay? So yeah, they don't got no problem with that, but they got a problem when we do something better than what they think is theirs. They don't got a problem when it's blatantly ours. Should I say, even though country music again is ours, but when it's blatantly ours, like hip hop, they don't care about others coming in and winning over top of us. They don't want to split up no categories. Then, but when it comes to our people, they want them. Okay, so yeah, now recently, apparently, this white boy, country artist, what's his name? Gavin Adcock, egregious, says that he's coming for Beyonce. Okay, he said her music ain't country music. All right, let's listen.
Me on that.
Hold up, I can't listen.
Music country charts. And one of them's Beyonce. You can tell her we're coming for her fucking ass. That shit ain't country music, and it ain't ever been country music, and it ain't gonna be country music. We're about to play y'all some Love Me on the Apple Music. Love Me on the Apple Music country charts. And one of them's Beyonce. You can tell.
So yeah, he's mad. Always the head direction. He's upset that Beyonce is beating his ass on country music. And it's not even really just him, because if it was just him, they wouldn't give a damn. It's because she's beating multiple. She's beating a lot of white country music artists on the chart on the charts, and yeah, she's outselling them. She's on tour, she's doing her thing. It's not even just that. They try to belittle their hatred down to just one little thing. Oh yeah, she's beating me on the Apple Music charts, and so yeah, that's not country music. No, it's because she's touring. It's because she's selling out. It's because she got that music all over through the charts. It's because TikTok and the youngins is loving her. They making the damn TikTok dances to her songs. Okay, that's why you wanna come for Beyonce. Please get the hell up out of here with the bullshit. Oh yeah, she's on top of the chart, and that's not really country music. Get the hell up out of here. Okay, this is just babble, white supremacist babble to cover up the fact that you're just anti-black racist. We're not about to go there. Okay, we know that her music is certified country music, and we love to see it. Okay, and it's better. Mind you, she has primarily been an R&B artist, but she is from Texas. Hello. She's from the South, okay? So country music is definitely a part of her roots directly, okay? And again, moreover, she's a Black American from the South, so it's directly a part of her culture. So yeah, they just hate the fact that she can pop out after all these years of doing R&B and some pop and come out and basically, run country music out of nowhere, with one damn album. She just starts running fucking country music. Now she's at the top of the chart. She's winning Grammys. She's outselling, okay, all of these other country artists, and they're mad. All the white ones are upset about it because she's a Black American at that specifically, but a Black woman doing it. Okay, y'all just some haters, man. I mean, I wish y'all would I hate the sheep and wolf skin. Just give me the wolf, man. I'd rather deal with the wolf, because nigga, just say that you a hater because she's a Black woman doing it better than you thought any other person could do it. Y'all thought you shot and took over the game. It wasn't no Black people coming back to country music, but now Black people coming back to country music. Not only just her, she got other artists even inspired to come back to country music, or to just more. She's putting the spotlight more on Black country artists in general. And so they don't like that, so it's a conglomerate really of all that. It's just a built up, type hatred, that they really can't stand. Shout out to, what's her name? K. Michelle. She just came out. Is she coming out with, or she's about to come out with, or already came out with a country album as well. But her voice is like perfect for country. Again, another Black American woman from the South, who was primarily doing R&B music, but now she's brought her way back to country. Okay. So yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to the sisters and the brothers. That's exploring our roots and getting back to that country south music. Ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? Shout out to the sister, but of course they're going to find any reason to try to cover up that anti-black racism. So they're going to say, yeah, it's just because that's not country music. But baby, who are you to say what the standard is? And you're a guest in this house. Yeah, I think a lot of them just forgot. They ain't forget. They just love, white people love acting like they don't know shit. They ain't love acting like they don't know something they really already know. They love playing dumb. Okay, so a lot of them act like they forgot that they're a guest in this house of country. But y'all are very much guests in the house of country. Just like y'all are guests in the house of hip hop and every other genre. Yeah, y'all are very much guests in this house. So you are to be quiet and listen to mommy and daddy, okay? Because that's who we are. We're mommy and daddy when it comes to this. We are the creators of this, all right? It wouldn't be nothing without us, okay? When nobody even really worried about country music before, black people started getting back on it. So let's just be real. When it was a lot of white people dominated, y'all shit wasn't even hitting on nothing for real. Y'all should be thanking the sister for putting the spotlight back on country music, and some of y'all is even getting a shine because nobody even give a damn what you were saying or even talking about, Mr. Gavin. It's only because you're mentioning Beyonce, and the fact that she's exploring country music right now that anybody's even reposting that bullshit. So please give thanks where it's due. Okay, be grateful that you're even allowed to even create some sort of music using our genre. Because baby, if it was up to you and your folks, y'all would be over there. I don't even know what type of music y'all listen to. Or y'all type of music. Hey, damn sure would be nowhere in their country. R&B, hip hop, rock, all of that shit is ours. So yeah, let's just keep it a beat and just give thanks, give praise where it's due. Be grateful. You're fucking ingrate because you wouldn't even have this if it wasn't for our people. Yeah. Anyway, so I just had to give a shout out to our good sister Beyonce. She the one, not the two. Now, speaking of sisters again, this is a little egregious. This one is a little egregious. I'm not gonna lie. Our Black American sisters, I don't know about this one. I'm not gonna lie. So recently, Serena and Venus have been kind of going. I've been seeing them kind of getting dragged on TikTok, and I was confused. I'm like, why they getting dragged on TikTok? What's going on? People were saying, like they not like us, and da da da. It's funny because which one was on the Super Bowl? Was it Venus or Serena? Was it Venus or Serena who danced on the Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar? I forgot, but they were saying that they not like us. Y'all put it in the comments to tell me. Now they starting a podcast, and nothing wrong with that. I'm cool with them starting a podcast. I'm actually kind of interested in that. That's what's up. But they're starting a podcast on Elon Musk platform X, aka Twitter. So yeah, it's just kind of weird, and they're collaborating with him. It's not only just that they're putting it up there. It was Serena, thank you. It's not only that they're putting it on that platform, because that's not really that big of a deal, I guess. But the fact that they're collaborating with him to do it is like a promotion for X, and Elon Musk is like allegedly a white supremacist, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. It's kind of weird. It's like, maybe y'all could have did it on YouTube. Y'all could have created your own platform. And y'all are Venus and Serena. Y'all are the two of the biggest athletes in the world. Yet alone Black American athletes. So it's like, y'all platform was going to, y'all podcast was going to do good regardless. Why the fuck did y'all choose Elon Musk? I don't know. Let's read. I'm not sure. I just pulled up the article. Let's just see. Tennis icon Serena and Venus Williams are stepping into a bold new arena, podcasting. The sisters have announced they will premiere an exclusive video podcast on Elon Musk's I feel like that's Musk. That just sounds weird with the S. Musk, whatever. X platform this August, sparking questions across the sports and media world. Why choose X, and what can fans expect from the latest venture? After dominating tennis for over 2 decades, Serena and Venus Williams are now building their legacies beyond the court. Serena has focused on entrepreneurship and content production, launching her own media company, 92X6 Productions. So she got her own media company. Why the fuck she didn't put on her arm? Just why would she bring it to X if she has her own media company? Venus, meanwhile, has expanded her presence in the commentary box and continues to be a force in business and advocacy. The upcoming podcast represents their first official on-camera collaboration since retiring from full-time sport. According to both sisters, this is not just another celebrity podcast. It is a platform to express, challenge, and connect. Okay, so why X? Here we go. The decision to debut the podcast on X, formerly Twitter, is no coincidence. With a combined following of more than 12 million users, The Williams sisters already have a massive built-in audience on the platform. Okay, so they have about 6 million apiece. I'm saying that's split down the middle. Maybe one of them have a little more than the other, but they have 12 million together. Okay, so you had a big platform, but I'm sure they got just as much on like Instagram or. I mean, I'm just saying it wouldn't be hard for y'all to build a following. Like, it still wouldn't be hard. I think that's kind of weak, but let's keep going. X's shift towards becoming a video-first content hub has made it increasingly appealing for high-profile creators. Now, I didn't know that they were trying to make X a video-first content hub. That's kind of weird because Twitter is known for having like social written commentary. You know, people go in there to read people's commentary more so. Now I do put my own videos. I've always put videos on Twitter, and they do pretty well. But you know, primarily you go to X, you go to Twitter to read. You know, and then honestly, let me just side note right quick. That's a little off-putting knowing that Elon also has his own AI. He's invested very much inside AI. He got his own data center. And I'm like, you know, it's a lot of anti-black AI videos. So I'm like, I don't know about that one. That just seems like it's already a bunch of anti-black AI videos. I'm like, that's going to become a hub for anti-black AI content. That's what that's kind of given. But let's see. Unlike traditional podcast platforms such as Spotify or YouTube, X offers real-time fan interaction, algorithmic proprioritization, and exclusive visibility through its X Originals initiatives. This makes the platform ideal for creators looking to stand out in a crowded space. Okay. Real-time fan interaction. I mean, YouTube has that. Though. It's a chat, essentially. Twitch has that. I guess this platform gives us a chance to engage directly with our fans who have supported us throughout our careers, and we're expected to connect with audiences, old and new, in a way we've never done before. The Williams sisters said in a joint statement provided by Variety. In the same statement, the Sibs also teased that the podcast will feature authentic conversations, spotlight important topics, and laugh a lot. A clear signal that the sisters are looking to break from polished, overly podcast format. X's loser content guidelines and Musk's advocacy for push open speech make a fitting home for this kind of honest, free-flowing dialogue. These seem like weak ass excuses. What I'm getting is just a check. They got a deal. They got a nice little check from Elon. And they said, you know what? Okay, cool. We already got a good following. This makes sense. Let's head on over to your platform. And it's going to push. You're trying to make this content first. You're trying to make this video first, a content hub for videos. So they can help him transition to that because of their marketability. Okay. Because like I said, they are two of the biggest athletes in the world, not just black athletes. We're talking about like globally known non-black people know about Venus and Serena Williams, okay? Especially when you're talking about people that are in the sport. So it's like, yeah, you know, that's an easy way for them to kind of bring in their crowd. They already got a nice mixed crowd that supports them, especially, which one is married to the white man, Venus or Serena? Let me guess. Venus? Is it Venus, the one that's married to the white man? I forgot. Y'all tell me in the comments right quick. I'm going to Google it right quick if y'all go fast enough. Venus husband. Venus Williams husband. Which one of them is married to the white man? Let's see. Do y'all know who married to the white man? Venus or Serena? Venus Williams is not currently married. It's Serena. Okay, so it's Serena. I was wrong. Serena is the one married to the white man. So yeah, even her specifically having the white husband, it's marketable. Okay, so it's like, that's giving a check. I don't really that. They didn't really say anything that would make me be like, yeah, y'all should hop on Elon Musk's. I'm just. Again, if y'all was going to do it on Twitter, fine. But the fact that this is like a whole collab thing and this is really to help out his platform and not just to boost y'all own podcast, especially knowing that one of them already have a media company yourself where you can produce it yourself. And create your own site or whatever the hell to do it. I mean, honestly, they're big enough to get a show. They're big enough to have someone on Tubi or Peacock. I'm sure they could have got a deal somewhere, to be honest. So the deal that Elon must be offering them must be kind of sweet. That's what I'm getting from that. But yeah, y'all can interpret out that how you like. But that's kind of what I got from that. I'm not fucking with it, not rocking with it, not feeling it. Okay, another thing I'm not feeling right quick. Now y'all know a few months ago, Nelly performed at Trump's inaugural ball. Okay, hold on, let me pull this up. 2 seconds. I'm trying to zoom out a little bit. But Nelly performed at Trump's inaugural ball. I was like, it wasn't his inaugural ball. Let me not misspeak. I think it was a crypto ball. What you call it? It was an inaugural ball. I'm tripping. It was an inaugural ball. I'm thinking about Snoop with the crypto ball. Rapper said into speaking on his and Snoop Dogg's impact on the community, he wrote, okay, so he finally, mind you, this was months ago. Nigga, you late as hell. At this point, Nelly, you just didn't even have to address it. I mean, honestly, at this point, you could have waited till he was on a podcast and just said something, but you making this long, drawn-out ass comment, I mean, it's just egregious. So let me read y'all what he said right quick. About him performing at this inaugural ball. He said, I'll put up whatever because he's defending Snoop Dogg as well. He said, I'll put up whatever. Me and Snoop Dogg put more in the community and have been doing for over 20 plus years against any of you that are just on here talking trash and have no stats to back up what you mean to the community. From the black families that we employ to the black children that we help every day and all year through our nonprofits, whether we're sending kids to school on scholarships to HBCU or helping young black boys in LA Gang Central with his junior football programs, which many players have went on to go to the NFL and live their dreams. And on top of that, we're black men married to beautiful black women. Okay, Nelly, you just did that. Okay, let that play because you just did that. All right, I mean, that's a flex. I let her see it. That's what's up. But you did just do that, nigga. You played with us. I was back and forth. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, you ain't got to. Snoop been married since the 90s. He been married for a while. He can make that flex. Nigga, you just did that. But well, black children should be inspiring to most, but that some of y'all have a problem with because the prosecutor who has probably locked up more black men. Hold up. Let me stop. Let me reread that. And on top of that, we are black men married to beautiful black women with black children. Should be inspiring to most, but that some of y'all have a problem with because the prosecutor, he put this in quotations, the prosecutor who has probably locked up more black men than we've helped women of color with. I'm sorry, this is a typo. This is weird. That is okay. The prosecutor who has probably locked up more black men that we've helped women of color with the white husband and okay. I think he meant to say the woman the woman of color. That's what he meant. Okay, yeah, the woman of color with the white husband and white kids did not win the election. Again, I reiterate, I did not campaign for anyone. I do not tell people who to vote for. I respect and love our country from top to bottom, good and bad. And I am very aware that that there's a lot of things in this country that we need to work on right now. It is too far right and left, and the left is too far left. I'm a military baby. Oh, I didn't know he was a military baby. With a grand uncle who is a Tuskegee Airman. Oh, he FBA for real. FBA all day. And Red Tail that was very prideful for his country. I told you it's my respect for this office, meaning any president that calls upon Nelly, it will be an honor. Nothing to do with money, nothing to do with race. But if you want to make it about race, then let's go. I find it very interesting. There's so many of you would dump on two black men that's married to black women and that has black children because of woman of color with the white husband and white kids didn't win. Okay, I'm waiting. I didn't realize he said that twice. Okay, so number one, a lot of people was like, why he gotta throw the shade at Kamala? That's not right. How he gonna go on a black woman? He trying to act like he not really a Trump supporter, but then he gonna throw shade at Kamala. First of all, I love the shade. Out of everything in that damn paragraph, I love the shade on Kamala. Okay, she is not a black woman. She damn near not even a woman of color. I don't even think he could have used that, but that was being nice. She's damn sure not a black woman, so I'm glad he didn't call her that And I'm glad that he called out the fact that she's with a white man with white children. Okay. He's a black man married to a black woman, and so is Snoop, and they had black children. Okay, black American. I wish he would have been more specific, even more specific with that, because he was specific with the Tuskegee Airmen when he said that. But black American, both of them are married to FBA women with FBA children, unlike the woman of color who's married to the white man with white kids, who ain't got no kids of her own. Okay, so I love that, Nelly. We ain't mad at that. Now, where you got me messed up at is, I'm not with you advocating for left or right. Okay, now I know he's talking about, oh, the left is too far left, the right is too far right. It's not about color, it's not about race. It's always about race. Okay, we live in America, baby. Everything is about race. And so you sitting here advocating, well, you don't have to be advocating, but you going to an inaugural ball and performing is your stamp of approval damn near for Trump. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like I'm about to go on you for that, because I said this before during the elections, like I'm not for either side. I wasn't with Beyonce and Kelly Rowland going with Kamala for her I think it was her last electoral speech. I wasn't with that. And I'm damn sure not with you and Snoop performing for this nigga at an inaugural ball. I'm not with either or. Okay, I think both sides, where a lot of black people get messed up, is that, oh, you're on the right, so you're Uncle Sam, whatever, Uncle Tom, whatever the case may be, because you're on the right. But it's like this is two sides of the same white supremacist coin. So it's like I'm holding both sides to the same standard. Both of you niggas look dumb. All of you niggas look like being used pawns, because neither one of these sides are for us. Okay, so we should not be up there tap dancing, rapping, none of that bullshit for either one, or speaking for either side, because neither one of them are doing anything. Now with the left side, I understand a little bit more, especially with Kamala anti-black ass, because she literally came out of my position and said she's not doing a damn thing for black people. So, I mean, that was just blatant enough. Why the fuck are we even supporting? I don't even know why there was even a I do know why, but there shouldn't have been a conversation at all after that point about how she's a black woman and how she needs to be the first woman president. Like, all of that talk should have been out the fucking window years ago, which why her ass lost when she tried to run a few years ago. She couldn't run again. Well, she didn't run again. Joe Biden had to end up lifting her up, like that bullshit ass act that she had for black people, or not even for black people, for people that she said will be in consequence would affect black people, because she ain't doing nothing specifically for black people. So yeah, it shouldn't have been no talk after that of us giving her no support after that, anyways, which a lot of the support did die out after that. So yeah, I mean, so I get it. That's why I was a little more harsh, at least, or a little more openly critical when it came to people supporting those on the left, because those on the right, I mean, I get it. It's just like some of the people that's trying to flip some of these states red. Like, I get it that the left is like, you're losing us, all right? Y'all had us in a chokehold for so damn long. That's a lot of black people like, you know what? I'm ready to jump ship and just go to the other side. My thing is, we don't need to jump ship and go to the side. We just need to jump ship. Okay, we need to find our own little independent island and go towards whichever one but have whichever one that has the most benefits, most resources specifically for our group come towards us. Okay, we don't need to be jumping on nobody else's shit. We need to be done with that shit. Okay, so I'm not full going red or going blue. I'm not with that. But again, I don't think that was like, it was like, Nelly, at this point, I don't think this bullshit ass paragraph was necessary, bro. It was a dumb mistake. I mean, it was a dumb decision. It wasn't a good look. You're not about to convince us that was like a good thing. I'm sorry. It's crazy because Snoop actually said something similar. It's like, you didn't see, I mean, maybe he just did that because Snoop still's not canceled. But niggas like Snoop, niggas like Nelly, y'all are not about to get canceled for real. Like, y'all gotta do something real coonish, buffoonish before y'all really get canceled for real, for real. Nobody's about to sit up here and cancel. Y'all are two legendary hip-hop heads. Y'all are too solidified within hip-hop culture for y'all to really be getting canceled. Y'all gotta do something really egregious, more than just performing at an inaugural ball. I'm sorry. Maybe if one of y'all was up here, even I feel like they did Waka Flocka worse. They kind of canceled him worse because he actively was like, yo, I'm voting for Trump. Y'all niggas need to vote for Trump. So people was actively really mad at Waka because he was really advocating for Trump. But even I wasn't even that mad at that. I'm like, shit, well, hey, you niggas is out here advocating for Kamala. So, hey, again, both sides, same coin. So yeah, but I don't think that was really necessary, Nelly. And I don't think you saying that you did all these things for the black community negates you. Just because you did you've had a certain amount of activism or active work you've done in the community, you've helped out the Black community, it doesn't mean that you don't have room for criticism. Like, I don't know what you niggas think you Jesus or you damn, like, who do you think you are? You are not, every person nobody is exempt from criticism, baby. What are you talking about? Like, you're going to, you should have just said, hey, look, I'm sorry that y'all feel that way, but look, you could have kept it real short. Hey, look, my parents, I come from FBA lineage that's fought for this country. So I've always been taught to love my country. I don't give a damn who the president is. Like, for real, I would have performed for Obama. I would have performed for Bush. I would have performed. This president is the one that asked me to perform, so that's what I did. Bling, bye, bird. I'm out to done. All this other nonsense, like, I done this, I'm married to this person. Like, nigga, you're not exempt. You are not Jesus. And even Jesus got criticized. What are we talking about? Malcolm X got criticized. Martin Luther King got criticized. Every one of our revolutionary leaders got criticized. Nigga, why the fuck you think you exempt? You're not. Like, I'm sorry. It's not, you do not, it doesn't cancel out the bullshit that you've done or that you can do because you've done some good. What do you think this is? That's not how it works. So no, brother, that ain't it. Not feeling it. I'm not canceling the brother. I don't give a damn that much. It is what it is. The nigga won. So Trump won. It is what it is. Again, if he said that he was going to perform for Kamala or whoever, but he could have. I mean, you could have performed for Kamala. I'm just saying. You try. I think it's a little disingenuous too. Could you try to act like I would have did it for everybody? But why ain't you? You could have performed for. Did he perform for Biden? Joe Biden was just in office for 4 years. I ain't see you perform for no damn Biden. I'm just saying. So, would you perform for any? What you call it? I mean, just keep it a little authentic, brother. If you rocking with Trump, just hey, look, my political ideology is mine. My political affiliation is mine. Hey, look, y'all take it how you want to. I'm still for Black people, but hey, look, I think that was the better candidate. At least keep it a band. You can keep it a band with me, brother. I ain't gonna judge. It is what it is. Like I said, he already won. But I ain't rocking with that little response, man. I don't think that was really. I think that was a little egregious, it kind of tucked its head a little bit. ZZ and the family, I missed y'all. Missed you too, 5. Good to see you. Thank you for the super chat, darling. I do appreciate you. I do. Let me see. Let me get into this right quick before we get into our main thing. Hold up. Where is it at? Oh, right here. Now, I did a God, come on. Please don't tell me I got to do too much. This post may be comfortable for some audiences. Log in to make the most of your experiences. I don't care. Okay, tell me I got to log in and play this video. Log in on TikTok. Hold up. But I covered this brother's story, Earl Smith, on my last live. It was a brother who was, what the Fiznai? Come on now. It was a brother who was, give me a second. Okay, it was a brother who was what? Suspicious activity. What is going on? Okay. What in the hell y'all? Come on, man. Y'all trying to play with me. How many settings is that? 4? They trying to play with me. Sorry, y'all. Ain't they always? Never fails. Okay, there we go. What? The video is unavailable. Age restricted. Oh, they playing. Y'all better pull this damn video up. Stop playing with me. Y'all better stop playing with me. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? What? I can't play the video. Why did I have a feeling this was going to happen? I done pulled this video up 4 times a day. I've pulled this video up like 4 times a day. We've been on here for 30 minutes. Y'all coming over to YouTube. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all some real ones from Rock with the Brothers. Thank you. Let me get up off here though. Hold up. Let me see if I can play it on my phone. I might just have to play it on my phone. I pulled this video up literally like 5 times a day. And now it's telling me it's not available. Are you being for real right now? That's absolutely insane. Hold up. They playing with me. They trying to block this story. They definitely trying to block this story.
Update on my
There we go. Okay, so why is it not? Okay, it's pulling up on my phone and not pulling up on my computer. Like, for real? CIA, I know y'all on my line. Okay, but come on now. The truth gonna come out regardless. Just let the damn video play. What's going on? This is insane. All right, I might have to play it for my phone, y'all. Am I going to pay for my phone? I really don't want to. I really rather. Let me see if I can send it to myself. Hold up. Maybe it'll come up on Safari. Let's see. And I can share it from there. Let me just see. That's insane. But Earl Smith, yeah. So I covered this brother's story last week. And it was about him, how he was found hung in a tree in Albany, New York. It was absolutely outrageous, egregious, everything between. Hold up. I gotta log in on Safari too. I don't think it's gonna work. Let's see. Just try to pull it up like that. Can I save it? I wonder if I can save it. Bet. Okay, I saved it. Let me send it to myself.
But I do know.
Let me try to send it to myself. I could just play the video. That would be clutch. All right. So yeah, Albany, New York. The brother was found hung in a tree. You a young joy. They not rocking with you. They never rock with me. It's egregious. But yeah, he was found hung in a tree. This brother named Earl Smith in Albany, New York, and there is basically no damn news coverage of what's going on with the brother, what happened to him. They are trying their hardest at what it seems like to cover this up. So there's no real nobody really knows what's going on, but luckily his family, is this it?
Update on my cousin Earl Smith's case.
Okay, there we go. So luckily his family is on it. Thank God. Some of his family members, like this sister right here, and it's just some people on the grassroots who have been talking about it, been very local about what's happened. So she's going to get into the egregious details, but this is just a quick update because again, there's no real news coverage of it. I have one article, but that's even a short ass article, and it's about like a 1 minute video on it. So I'm gonna play that as well. But listen to this.
Update on my cousin Earl Smith's case. As y'all can see right here, they are trying to rule it a suicide. What most people don't know is that there is a camera positioned right in front of the place that he was hung at. The cops refused to get that video. I gotta close this. The autopsy came back and said that he was murdered before he was put in the tree. We can't forget how there was a flag hanging from him, and my family has already came out and said he is not gang affiliated and wouldn't have been in the streets doing anything of the shape or form. He is only 50-something years old. What 50-something year old man do you know in the street that's still banging? Blood and Crips haven't had beef since motherfucking 2012. What is we talking about right now? With that being said, they are trying to rule it a suicide. Their comments are off. I need for y'all to flood Albany Police Department's page. I need for y'all to flood their calls, their emails, their bookings. I need you to flood that shit. Because he needs justice. This is upstate New York where they pretend like they're not racist and put a black mask over it, but are racist. I was dating a man in Troy, and he told me about how the Proud Boys chased him from all the way from 4th Ave all the way to the other side of Troy in a blacked out van. We got Bethlehem, New York with all the racists who like to scream nigger at people who are getting married. You got Colony, New York where they like to beat black people to fucking death. You got Schenectady police that like to attack black women. And now we got APD pretending like they didn't just hang this man last week in front of a motherfucking school. Cause, I'm sorry, I don't know no young niggas who's gonna put a nigga in the tree. But I do know a lot of young white people who have fantasized about that. I haven't been able to give y'all an update because there's not enough going out. There's not enough being spoken about. What we do know, the autopsy has came back. He was murdered before he was put in that tree. The cops are trying to still rule it a suicide because they did it. I personally say this. Remember I told y'all in my last video, go get y'all guns, get y'all ammo, and get ready? Fucking get ready. I suggest niggas just start tweaking. It's no reason why we not already tweaking anyway. There was another black girl found hanging in fucking Florida. She was only 16. This shit has been going on back to back to back to back to back. It's time black people stand up.
Yeah, shout out to the sister, man. Absolutely outrageous, egregious, and everything in between. Okay, like I said, there is not really no news coverage of it, so I do appreciate those who are seriously on the grassroots out there and keeping up with what's going on. Now again, it's not a lot of news coverage, but this is one article that I found. I'm gonna play this video. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. Matter of fact, before I do that, let me play this. Give me 1 second. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Hey, in favor of fair use. Somebody said last time you put the interview voice on, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I get the journalism voice on your ass. You feel me? Anyways, and also, Christopher, thank you for that compliment. I do appreciate that. I try. Thank you so much. Yeah, so let me play this video right quick.
My main focus is to
come on now.
guide youth.
All right. Gotta play the little commercial first. Give me 1 second. We need a hate crime bill. We absolutely need that hate crime bill. Absolutely. Niggas want us out here worried about it. Okay, hold up.
We begin in Broome County. Good evening and thanks for joining us here at 11. I am Atria Maneshni. We begin in Broome County with the community in Binghamton joining others around the state, voicing their concerns over a death of a Black man in Albany that they believe is suspicious. Earlier this month, police in Albany found 58-year-old Earl Smith hanging from a tree. Although Smith's family believes foul play was involved, Albany police are ruling the death a suicide. Many around Albany and the state are saying the death has disturbing similarities to lynching. Protesters in Binghamton tonight agreeing with the sentiment.
There's been a lot of people found hung in trees around the country. There were just a situation around twin boys, young teenagers that were found down south, hung in a tree. They've been ruling them as suicides, and a lot of people in the Black community are not feeling that they were, and the investigations are not happening.
The protesters also mentioned it's important to advocate for every individual, even though they might not be from our area.
We got a call from Sacramento that asked us if we would.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't think that's part of it. But yeah, so yeah, shout out to the brothers and sisters out there that's on the grassroots fighting for justice. We love to see it. Let me just read a little bit of this article, 2 seconds. Community in big, but how did you pronounce that? Binghamton. Wow, I feel illiterate. Binghamton. It's weird. This is joining others around the state voicing their concerns over the death of a Black man in Albany that they believe is suspicious. Early this month, police in Albany found 58-year-old Earl Smith hanging from a tree. Although Smith family believes that foul play is involved, Albany police are ruling the death a suicide. Many around the Albany and state area are saying that the death has disturbing similarities to a lynching. Not even disturbing similarities, damn similarities. It's a lynching. That's what the fuck it looks like. And then they try to put a flag in the brother's pocket, and they talking about, this is a 50-year-old young old man. Come on, bro. I think that the girl just said that in a video. What 50-year-old man out here running around with a damn flag in his pocket like that? Come on now. What are we doing? So yeah, there have been a lot of people found hung in trees around the country. There was just a situation with 2 young boys. Okay, that's what the sister just said in the video. She was referring to the sister right there. She was referring to the brothers that me and Afro covered on the For the Culture channel. What was their names? Yeah, what was their last name? I believe. Damn, I forgot. What was their last name? But yeah, they was in Georgia. They was found hung in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. And that was absolutely outrageous. And their family was standing on business as well, saying that they try to say that was a murder suicide. Actually, like one of them killed the other one and then hung themselves. So yeah, but a firefighter was out there and found their body. So yeah, that whole story just looks egregious. He was like, the firefighter out there was taking pictures of their bodies, just egregious. And then come to find out that with this brother in New York, that there's video footage of what happened, and they're just not trying to release it. It's like this automatically looks janky. This looks like the work of some white supremacists. Yeah, so hopefully they stay out there, stay on stand 10 toes. I did see a couple funny things about this, or funny style. Let me say that, some funny style things about this case. I'm gonna keep watch. I'm gonna keep my ear out for it, because there's a couple things I was like, what? I'm not going to get into that, okay? Because I want to keep justice at the forefront, because that's what matters. But I will say, I did hear about a couple funny things, and we'll see if those things are true as more things unfold and come out. Hopefully, more of his family comes out and is more vocal about it, because that was a cousin allegedly. I can't even say that was exactly his cousin. I don't know if I don't have any proof that is, but what she said in the video, that's his cousin. And yeah, so hopefully more of the family members come out, like the mother, some closer relatives, siblings, parents, things of that nature come out, if the parents are alive, because he was 58. So, that could go either way. But, yeah, hopefully some closer relatives come out and speak on this, because I am kind of curious, like, why why is it so hard to see? I think I've read like the son's Facebook post, like why aren't we getting videos, or like there's not an interview. I don't know, something. I don't know. Like I said, I've seen a couple funny style things, but I'm looking out for this case because that brother definitely deserves justice if this is what's happening out there. Yeah, absolutely egregious, outrageous, and everything in between. Okay. Now, that firefighter looks sus. Absolutely. Firefighter was absolutely he's a suspect. Damn sus. He's definitely a suspect for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely with that sister. What she said, we need to go out and start tweaking. I'm 100%. I'm with the tweaking. I'm with the crashing out. I'm all for that. Okay, especially when it's justified. And honestly, under the system of white supremacy, it's always justified. So yeah, just be intelligent with it. But I'm all for that. Okay. Now let me get into this because I touched on this on my last live, like I said, and I wanted to touch on this again because I didn't really see too much about it when I touched on it again. I had just played Trump's. I played Trump's clip on it when he was talking about ending birthright citizenship. But I didn't realize that there was a whole Supreme Court hearing and all this other things going on. I'm not hearing about this until afterwards. So I said, damn, let me double back and talk about some of this. Just dive into this a little bit more because I didn't realize there was other things attached to this and something else I want to get into as well. That's dealing with Maryland specifically. That's in relation to this, which they're about to touch on. So let me just play a couple seconds of this right quick to give an introduction, and we're going to get into it.
Right now at 5, the Supreme Court from the justices toward decisions on the last day of its term and prompted some pretty strong words from the justices toward each other. Thanks for joining us today on News 4 at 5. I'm Sean Yancey.
And I'm Susan Hogan. The rulings have widespread impacts. So let's get you up to speed now. So the first case to come down was a birthright citizenship case. The justices did not rule on the legality of birthright citizenship, the notion enshrined in the 14th Amendment that you are a citizen if you're born in this country. But it did narrow the power of lower courts. The High Court also ruled a panel that recommends free preventative care under the Affordable Care Act can continue to operate.
The justices upheld a Texas law that requires age verification to access pornographic websites, upheld an FCC program that subsidizes phone and internet services in underserved communities, and ruled that Montgomery County, Maryland parents can opt their children out of public school lessons involving books with LGBTQ plus themes.
Okay, so that last one is what I want to touch on as well. The schools, Montgomery County is right. I live in PG County, but that's Montgomery County ain't nothing. That's right beside us. That's because Montgomery County is considered a part of the DMV. So yeah, that's right beside us. But yeah, I didn't hear about them ruling out. I mean, parents being able to opt their children out of LGBT themed books and things of that nature within school. Didn't know about that. I actually don't even know if they have that in PG County. It got me curious. I'm gonna go look that up. I didn't look that up, but now I just thought about that. Like, I want to go look that up too. So yeah, we're gonna get into that in a second, but I do want to go more into this birthright citizenship because some of these Negroes is going out their goddamn minds. Some of these people is going out of their minds. They scared as hell. They saying, "Oh my gosh, we need to be back in the immigrants. We're next. We're da 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 da." First of all, let me get a quick briefing on that because technically it's not technically. I'm not going to even say that. I'm going to let this white boy explain right quick.
One of Donald Trump's presidency, he issued an executive order. If you are born in the United States and one of your parents is not at least a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident, you're not a U.S. citizen. 22 states filed a lawsuit against Donald Trump saying this is illegal. A federal judge agreed. And
right quick, 22 states. The 22 states he's talking about, these are red. I'm not about to go through this whole damn list. If you know your map, you know your states, then nigga, you there. Okay. But the ones in light red, these are the ones that were signed up for that lawsuit. And the ones that are in dark red are not. Okay. It's 28 states that were not. Okay. Just wanted to show you that.
And issued a nationwide injunction saying this executive order can't go into effect. And Trump appealed. Not whether his ban on birthright citizenship is legal or not. He appealed that a federal judge can't make this nationwide injunction while they're litigating this case out. And the Supreme Court decided with Donald Trump. So they haven't ended birthright citizenship. They didn't make a decision on that. What they have said is, if you are a child born in the United States in one of these 22 states that brought a lawsuit, that injunction continues. You will be considered a U.S. citizen. You will get your benefits as a U.S. citizen, whether it's your birth certificate, your social security number, Medicaid, food stamps, whatever you're entitled to. But if you're a child born in the United States, in any of these other 28 states that did not bring a lawsuit, the Republican states, in 30 days from now, you will not get any benefits. You will not get your birth certificate, presumably, nor a social security number, nor Medicaid, nor food stamps. You won't be considered a U.S. citizen, perhaps even deportable. Baby deportable, imagine. The Supreme Court gave 30 days. So that means nothing happens over the next 30 days. So if you happen to be...
And they saying that, some people said, like, I can't believe they deporting children. They deporting you with your family. Okay, your parents gonna go with you. So I don't know why the hell you act like it's just gonna be children getting sent. The parents is going with them. They're gonna have some supervision. They're gonna have some supervision because the parent, it's the whole family that's getting the fuck. I'm just saying, but that digress.
Lucky to be born by July 27th, 2025, you're a U.S. citizen. You don't have to worry about anything. But after July 27th, you have to rely on new litigation that's expected. And they're going to make it a class action and make an injunction for each of those particular litigants, every person who's part of this class action, that Trump's ban on birthright citizenship is illegal until a final decision is made by the Supreme Court of the United States. So now, if you're an undocumented immigrant, even if you're legal on a student visa and you give birth to a U.S. citizen in one of the non-28 states that joined the original lawsuit, you have to hope that there is a class action lawsuit. You have to know about that class action lawsuit. You have to be smart enough to join that class action lawsuit in order for your child to be considered a U.S. citizen until the U.S. Supreme Court makes a decision on Trump's birthright citizenship ban.
Now, a couple things. That decision that they will make is probably going to go in favor of Trump. More than likely, because three of the Supreme Court justices was actually brought in by Donald Trump, and I think another three came in from under Bush's administration. So you got about 6 in there. That's Republicans. Okay, a lot of them is already in favor of Trump anyways. Okay, or his administration anyways. So it's very likely. Let me say that for them to allow that to happen. But again, these are the states. Let me just zoom in a little bit because can I zoom in a little bit? Oh, I can zoom in. I'm sorry, I just can't see. But I just wanted to see. So dark red is not with the injunction. So yeah. So you got California. I know that's California. You got, what is that right there? Like Nebraska. I'm not gonna look stupid up here. Y'all ain't about to get me. New York, I think that's over there. That's North Carolina. I know that's North Carolina. So yeah, but a lot of these states, South Carolina, Florida, Texas, a lot of these states do have a lot of immigrant hubs. Okay. So some of them are very, very much scared. Now, some of these people are probably their quick solution is probably going to be to possibly just migrate to some of these other to some of these other states, so they can be covered. But yeah, I'm not rocking with it. Let me just say that. Hold up. I'm not jiggy. I'm not getting jiggy with it. I'm still not in support of this. I'm still in support of them removing it. I'm sorry. Trump already said specifically, and I played the clip in my last, that birthright citizenship was meant specifically for Black Americans. It was for Black American, the descendants of chattel slavery. Okay. The children. He said that specifically in his last, So all of these Negroes running around talking about this is going to affect us. If they can take their citizenship, then they can revoke ours. We are not the same. They not like us. They not like us. Okay. It's that simple. And trust me, if they could have did it, they would have been done it before they did it to y'all. But let me continue. Because you got Negroes up here. You got some Negroes up here. Mind you, again, this is for some of these people. This doesn't affect all immigrants, because some of these people do have parents who are from here. You know, not every immigrant has 2 immigrant parents or 2 illegals, whatever. The immigrant that made, as long as one of your parents are a citizen, then technically you won't even really be affected, to be honest. So all you really got to do is be half American, a half a legal citizen, should I say. You don't even have to be it on both sides. So, I mean, some of these people are just running around with their heads with chicken cut off, and it's like, bro, first of all, the decision hasn't even been made, and 2, yeah, why are you so scared to go back to your home country? I'm like, can I just say that? I'm gonna get into that in a second too, but why are y'all acting like going home is the worst thing in the world? I mean, I'm just saying, okay, because people want to act like I heard some people say, oh, well, the United States have messed up some of these countries, and the least they could do is open their doors to have them come back in. I'm like, okay, well, white supremacy is It's global. Okay, you can't outrun that. Okay, they can destroy your country just like they can come here and destroy your home right now. Destroy what the fuck you got going on right now, which is sending your ass back to the country they destroyed. So you're better off fighting where you're from. I'm just saying, Black Americans ain't fighting to go nowhere, but where the fuck we at? So I'm just, it's kind of hard for me to have too much, but so much. You know what I'm saying? Empathy. Should I pull this up on the big screen? I mean, on the, what you call it? Can I do that? But so much empathy when we've been sitting here fighting this same fight for over 400 years. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know why some of y'all are offended. Like us saying go home is literally us saying go kill yourself or something. It's like, nigga, we're telling you to go back to your homeland. These people are sending you back to your homeland, and they do got internment camps, and there's some things going on with that. Some people getting sent back to the wrong countries. I'm not for that. I don't want somebody to get sent back to their incorrect country. I don't think nobody, for the most part, that's vocally speaking on this, Black Americans, none of us are saying that I hear just send them niggas wherever. We're not saying that. Nobody's saying just send you to Venezuela or send you to Cuba or send you just to some random ass country you have no lineage to. But most of y'all are getting sent back to your correct countries. Most of us, for the most part, again, that's on the grassroots that's being vocal about this, we're saying go home. Not to your cousin's land, not to somebody you just met land. You're going to your homeland. Period. It's really that simple. I'm sorry. If two illegals come here and they have a baby, that baby should not be considered a fucking citizen. We are not the same. Why the fuck are they considered the same thing as me? And my people been here, been fighting here, had a fight to be here, had a fight to be a citizen, had a fight to get your motherfucking parents over here, and now we the same? It's unfair. There's no convincing me of that. So, but yeah, you got some Negroes up here that's really trying to kind of use a scare tactic. Hold on, let me pull a video up on her page. It's almost like y'all trying to use some sort of scare tactic to get Black Americans on board with this shit, and it's like it's not happening. We've dealt with so much worse. We're not scared of these. We're not scared. I'm sorry. We are not scared. We are not scared to be here alone. We're not scared to have y'all gone or y'all want to talk about we next with a nigga. Let us be next. I'm sorry, but let me listen because I ain't seen nobody react to this yet. And Amanda Seals, egregious. She done had some egregious takes. She done been dragged a few times. She's from Grenada. She's a tether as well. She's not, she be talking about Black America issues and shit like that. Her ass ain't gonna go home and fight over there. But yeah, so she's from Grenada. Just putting that out there. If you didn't know, now you know. But let's listen.
I just wanted to step in because I see a lot of Black people saying, well, they can't deport Black people because we here. Honey, I know you don't think they're building all of these detention centers for immigrants. I know you can't think that. See, what happens is that, let's just say worst case scenario, they change the definition of citizenship to exclude your Black ass. Now you are here illegally. And so the practice that they've been doing, running up on all these folks, they will now do to you.
They can't do that, though. We are native to this land. This is our land. Even Trump has even alluded to that when he said, those don't look like no Indians to me. When he was talking about them $5 ass Indians that's on the reservations right now, he already said it. He knows who we are. We know who we are. We are not getting deported anywhere. And if we're getting sent to some fucking internment camps or some sort of jails, they're already doing that. Why are y'all trying to, again, this scare tactic, y'all trying to scare us into some shit that's already happening. They're already sending us to jail. We're already living under a system of white supremacy where it's I'm white and I say so. Negroes get sent to jail every fucking day. Hello, mass incarceration. What are we talking? Like, I'm just trying to figure out how y'all trying to act like this is supposed to scare us when we're facing the same threat we've already been facing for over 400 years, since we got out of slavery. What are you talking about? You think they're just making them internment camps just for immigrants? Yeah. Because if they wanted to take us to fucking jail, why the fuck would they take us overseas when they could just put us in a jail right here? They've been putting us in. What the hell are you talking about? Let me go ahead.
And they will put your ass in that jail to continue the tradition of slave labor that is already in the Constitution. They don't even have to change nothing.
Right. It's already happening here on American soil. You have Negroes in jail working for pennies. Yeah, we watched the 13th. What is that? The 13th minute documentary. Negroes watch that. It's still happening. So why the fuck are we scared to get sent over? What are you talking about? It's like you're contradicting yourself. It's doublespeak. This is doublespeak.
For that. Yeah. And some people think that what I'm saying is some like real fantastical, impossible concept. It's not. The Supreme Court ruled in the Dred Scott case and basically said Black people do not have rights. We are not citizens. So if anything goes left, we don't get to fight it the way that the other folks do. If you are a free Black man and you get kidnapped and taken down south, you don't get due process. You don't get to fight it. Like, you don't get none of that.
This is non-FBA thinking. Now, this is how you know this is tether thinking, because if you think any Black man in this day and age is scared of going down or being taken somewhere down south and being turned into, you got the game fucked up. Niggas is going to war. Where the fuck you been at? I don't know what Negro she live around in what city, but the Negroes I live around, there's no way in the fuck you taking them back down south and making them there's no way. Niggas is dying. If we dying, y'all dying with us. I'm not even just talking about the Negroes. I'm talking about Black people in general. Not even just the men. Women is not, you're not sending my ass back down. Nigga, I will die first. You got me fucked up. You're tripping. You tripping if you think we're not going to war. You're wilding. That's what y'all are missing. We don't got that in us, baby. We've been fighting. I know they trying to trick us into thinking of slavery, Abraham Lincoln, and they just let us free, and we was just singing and shucking and driving and waiting for the white man to see how human we were. Nigga, no, we was whooping ass. I just seen a video of a brother talk about that, how we was doing belt to ass, baby. We will get right back to it. Stop playing. These crackers are scared. They don't want us going to war with them like that, especially not these average ones in the dominant society. Man, these crackers be scared of us. Stop playing. I'll be damned if you try to take me, my nieces and nephews back down anywhere and try to make us, nigga, please. You're tripping. You're wilding if you think we're going back in some fucking change. They're gonna have a wild awakening. A mean ass awakening if you think you're just gonna take some Black Americans somewhere and throw us in some fucking change. You're tripping. You're wilding. That's not how it's gonna work. Oh yeah, you're just not a Negro. You're not a citizen no more, so I'm gonna put you in some change. Nigga, you tripping. The shit will be blown up all over the goddamn place. Especially in certain cities, certain Negroes in LA and DC and Philly and New York. What? I'm gonna play a brother who was just talking about this, but you're wilding. Even brothers in the country, you're wilding. Them brothers got guns. They got big guns in the country. Many guns, many weapons. Let me just say that. In the country, you be damned. They be damned if you trip. You think you just gonna put y'all ain't getting this down without a fight. You tripping. That's that non-FBA scared mentality, scared way of thinking. You're tripping if you think we're not going to war, baby. You're wilding.
You better hope that somebody come and help you and save you, but it's not written down in the Constitution.
See, you think somebody got to help come in. You think that we rely on other people. That's another thing. See, that's the difference between FBAs and some of these non-FBAs. We're not waiting on nobody else to come help us. We're not hoping for somebody to come save us because, nigga, ain't nobody came and saved us. We ain't never had no military, no African, or no Caribbean, or no whatever the hell militia group come over here and try to help Black Americans. It ain't happened. We've always had to rely on ourselves. Do you really think if something happened to us, we're gonna be like, oh God, I hope some Africans come and save us. I hope the Caribbeans come, please, God. No. We've never relied on y'all. What is this delusional way of thinking? This is not even delusional. This is just a non-FBA way of thinking. A non-revolutionary way. And let me not even put that on all non-FBAs, because some of you Negroes is on code. Some of you Negroes ain't scared of the diaspora either. Okay, in the diaspora either. Shout out to the brother. I was just talking about him, Abraham Traore or something like that. The brother out in Africa right now that's standing on African business, trying to get their countries together, trying to unify the countries over there. So no, we're not about to be over. We're not hoping for nobody. That's your scared mentality. That's why you don't want to take your ass back to your home country and fight for what the fuck is going on over there. You're scared to go home. We're not scared to stay home. You're scared to go home. We're not scared to be home. We're from here. We're not going anywhere. We're not fighting to get any other country. We're not fighting for anybody else to come over here and help our asses. What are we talking about?
You have rights. Even though you were a free Black man, you were still not a citizen. Because ultimately, they would define this often by your ability to vote at a certain point in time, your ability to own land at a certain point in time. So I know some people think that we've made it so far that these things cannot be reversed. And I just don't ever believe that. The fact of the matter is the 14th Amendment was only put in that Constitution in response to the Dred Scott case and after Black people had fought in the Civil War. But
so what does any of that have to do with immigrants? That's the point. That's the point. Y'all have used that, and these people have used that as a loophole to come over here and cosplay as us. And even if you're not cosplayers as us, you're coming over here to benefit off the backs of our fight. You're exploiting. Like, at the end of the day, the nigga's right. It should not the 14th Amendment should not be giving people the right from other countries to come over here and put themselves in the same social status as Black Americans, people that's been here. That's incorrect. You don't get to go to other countries and do that. It's not happening. But when it comes to America, some of you Negroes are just so entitled, and some of y'all are so fucking scared to go home and fight your own fight that ultimately is fighting the bigger fight. Okay, it's fight. If you go home and fight your own fight, and we fight our own fight, and we all fighting the fights against white supremacy, it's fighting the ultimate fight, which is against the system. To dismantle the system of white supremacy and replace it with a system of justice. We can't just do that from here. White supremacy is global. We can't just defeat the system from one place. We can't just defeat it from here. We need y'all other countries fighting back as well. They're going to colonize everywhere else in the world. Y'all just going to come here. Everybody just going to hop on a boat to America. Everybody just come here. We live happily ever after. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, this is some scared Negro shit. Get the hell about here. I'm sorry.
You got enough Black folks now who are willing to weaponize their Blackness to go along with white supremacy, that they would help them come up with a definition that included them. This is why I keep saying we are at a crucial crossroads for what Black identity is in this nation. Oh. And folks are going to be forced to choose. Oh, really? Am I Black or am I American?
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Is that where we at now? Because that's real funny. Black Americans have always chose Black first. Black Americans have always been Black first. Black Americans have always identified as Black. What the fuck are you talking about? This is a crossroads for Black identity. Maybe for some of you tethers, yes. For the black people that come over here and don't think they Black until they get in. They get their nigga call when they get in. They get their nigga wake up call when they get to this motherfucker. Yeah, now it's time for them to realize, am I Black or am I American or am I African? Don't just say that. Am I Black or American? It's not for us. We know we Black. We ain't had no choice. The last 400 years, these crackers that made it clear that you niggas is Black. Y'all damn sure ain't us. So it ain't no fucking identity crisis for us. We know who we are. We know who we are, and we know that we are of this land. We are saying that we are Black American. We always been Black first. But baby, we know that our lineage here is not the same as others. So even if you come here and say, oh yeah, I'm Black, yeah, you're still not of this land, baby. That American part matters. It's not a choice. Baby, we always known which one was. We always known who we were. And we've always known we were of this land. What are we talking about? So don't try to, you see how they try to flip the script? That ain't got nothing to do with us. They got to do with other fucking groups. They need to wake the fuck up and realize that, yeah, you're considered a nigga too. You're considered Black too. They ain't got nothing. We already know who we are. We know who we are, baby. That is not on us. This is some reverse psychology shit. Go over there and tell them niggas in Grenada that they Black. Go tell them niggas in the Caribbean and Africa and wherever the fuck else that don't just run around talking about I'm African, I'm Dominican, I'm no Black. Go ahead and tell them niggas that they Black. Because that's the fucking problem. We know who we are. We just taking claim to our land, and now that we're taking claim to our land and delineating, now it's a problem. Now it's, oh, well, y'all need to be Black. Well, we were just saying we was Black for years. Nigga, James Brown was saying in the motherfucker, what was that, the fucking 90s, 80s, 60s, that he was, I'm Black and I'm proud. What are we talking about? What the fuck are you talking? Did you miss the 70s where it was just Black? There's a whole Black power movement. Did you skip over that? Did you forget that the Black identity here, we always knew that we were Black? We've always put our blackness first. We've always put our race first, whether that was Negro or whatever the fuck. We've always put our race first. That ain't been our problem. That's been y'all's problem. You need to talk to the niggas in Grenada about that, not the Negroes over here. We know who the fuck we are. We're just delineating now. Ain't nobody out. It's some very minority, very much in the minority. Some of the Negroes are talking about they ain't black. I'm copper. I'm not black. I'm indigenous. But even those Negroes come back to the fact that they know that they're aboriginal. We are the original people. We are the natives of this land. What are you talking about? That's the general consensus. We know who we are. Whether you identify as FBA or ADOS or whatever the case is. You know that we have a stake in this land that nobody else has. We have rights to this land that nobody else has. That's what it comes back down to, and that's what you're trying to ignore. That's what you want to skip the fuck over. You want to just get back to the race. Now we want to get back to the race. No, we already recognize who's black. We know black people dominate. Not dominate. White people dominate the earth. But we populate. We populate the earth by the majority, for sure. Black people. But that ain't the problem. The problem is that your lineage ain't from here, baby. That's what the problem is. That's what you're not trying to get back to. Don't try to cover it up with this is just some pro-black shit and we need to stick together and some of you Negroes just trying to jump ship. And no, you Negroes been jumping ship for years. Y'all been running around talking about I'm not black, I'm African for years. Some of you niggas are still doing that. Miss me with this is a black identity crisis and we need to figure out you need to figure out if you're black or I'm. No, we are black Americans, baby. We chose. We're delineating. We know who we are. What are you talking about? This is not our fight. This is not our fucking problem. It's y'all's. And now that y'all got a problem specifically for yourselves that y'all can't hide under, we can't cape for you. We're not caping for you no more. You can't hide under the black American cosplay because your lineage sticks out. That last name, no matter if you come over here and change your name and all this other shit, that name is sticking out. That lineage only go back 2-3 generations. You only been here since the 50s, 60s. When that shit start coming out, that you can't trace your lineage back past the 1960s? Yeah, nigga. We know that you're not from here. They know that. We got papers from the 1850s. I just did my ancestry not too long ago. I got papers. I seen my ancestors on the 1800 census. I went all the way back to 1850s, to the 1850s. Where's your paperwork at? I'm not scared. I got my proof that my people been here. What are we talking about? I got that. And those of us that can't find it, it ain't too hard for us to get. We can get our paperwork. We know we've been here. I know my people been here, but you know that yours hasn't. This is a you problem. This is a problem that does not have to do with black Americans. Stop trying to squeeze us into this or trying to scare us into this. We are not no scared Negroes. That's not within our culture. Within our culture is to fight back. We are the heads of the revolution. Hello. That's why when you think about black revolution, you think about black Americans primarily. You might think of Marcus Garvey or a couple other people, but primarily, you're going to think about black Americans. You're going to think about black American revolutionary, and that's not even just the straight up revolutionary. You're going to think about black American artists, entertainers, teachers. You're going to think about all of us because we are the face of pro-blackness, period. We've been the face of pro-blackness because we've always fought this system consistently. We've consistently been fighting this system, fighting these people, fighting against the dominant society since they got here. Damn us. Damn, since we got here, since they got here. So what are we talking about? Like, we're not, I don't like how y'all trying to convolute all of these. Like, this ain't our problem, baby. That ain't us. That's y'all. That ain't us, baby. That's y'all. You're lying to yourself, and you lying to the people to think that you're trying to put something on our jacket that ain't got nothing to do with us. That ain't got nothing to do with us, baby. We've been here. We are citizens of this nation. What are you talking about? Like, I'm not. Come on now. And we can play that game too if you want to play the blackity black game. Well, baby, I'm indigenous, so now what? Let's play that game. We want to play that game now. So now we going native. Now we ain't even got to worry about the blackity black game. Now we can just go. We natives. We indigenous to this land. Let's go that route. Let's go that route, huh? We can do that too. We can do that too if you really want to. If you want us to go there. Because now you're talking about choosing. Okay, well, I choose native. How about that? I choose we've been here. How about that? I choose copper. How about that? What are you talking? Like, don't play us like that. Don't play in our face like that, Amanda. Come on now. You should know better than that. We've been fighting. That's why y'all asses want to be over here, because I know that we not no cowards. We know that if anybody went to war, if anybody If anybody had to go up against these white supremacists and fight against these people consistently in a blatant war, baby, it's going to be us. If we had anybody who had the closest chance of winning, it's going to be us. Y'all need us. If y'all going to stay over here, you need us. That's why you like, niggas, please get along, get on board, because if y'all really let us just all get deported like this, nigga, we going back and I don't know what the fuck we going to do. Please, get on code. Get with your people, man. This is the greatest.
Is saying that because birthright citizenship might be going away, they're going to put us back in the fields. Ma'am, look at me. I want you to look at the camera. They are not going to put Black Americans back out into the fields. You want to know why? We would whoop that ass. Ma'am, I was there. We couldn't even defeat damn goat herders in freaking Afghanistan. Okay. We couldn't even defeat rice farmers in Vietnam. Okay. We couldn't defeat people in Iraq who didn't have an education past the goddamn 8th grade. And you think you can defeat Compton? Have you been to Compton? Who is your family? Because you can't be from Black America. There ain't no way in hell you go down to downtown Atlanta at 12 noon and think you're going to defeat that. Listen, the brothers in freaking Chicago, Philadelphia, New York, and Texas, and Florida, especially in Florida, freaking Seminoles, the freaking Black Seminoles, they would turn the U.S. Army into damn a freaking afterthought. Stop it.
Stop playing. That's why our positions in the military, shout out to the Buffalo Soldiers, okay? Shout out to the Tuskegee Airmen. Any part of the military we are a part of immediately is greatly impacted. I talked about this on the last stream when I was talking about Beyonce and the Buffalo Soldiers. We turn up any part of the military we are a part of because we are the greatest fighters on this earth. Stop playing. We are definitely the greatest fighters in this fucking country. Stop playing with us. They don't want no smoke with no Black Americans for real. They're not trying to go to war with us for real. Even with all of the fucking weapons of mass destruction they have, nigga, they still not trying to do that. And you know, another part of that also is the fucking white folks need us. These crackers they need us. The dominant society needs us, man. What are you talking? They have no culture without us, bruh. They don't have nothing. This fucking, nobody even want to come to this country if Black Americans wasn't here. What are we talking about? Black America wouldn't even be the powerhouse that it is. Nobody would give a damn about coming here if Black Americans wasn't here. Stop playing. If we all decided to go to Africa, guess where everybody want to go? To fucking Africa. If we all pick up and say we want to go to Dominican, guess where everybody going to go? To the Dominican. If everybody, we decided we want to go any fucking place on this earth, it's because us as a people, the power that we hold as a people, they will follow us any fucking where. It's because of us. They need us, man. Them people ain't, come on, them people ain't about to do it. They're not, that's not what's going on. That's not what's happening. Y'all not about to scare us into this bullshit mentality that we need to buckle up before they take away our brother. Fuck no, you tripping. My parents go back to this. My parents go back to North and South Carolina. You tripping. We've been here. Like y'all are wilding. Just because some of you tethers that's been here ain't even seen the South. Been alone, yet alone, scared. Some of y'all Negroes scared to go to the fucking South. Some of y'all scared to visit parts of this country that you're fighting to be in. Of course you're scared to go back to your homeland. Of course you think we need to be scared of some of these people that might come after us. Even though we're always first in line. Why the fuck do you think that it's gonna take for them to remove y'all, for them to come after us? That is just illogical way of thinking. They've been coming for us for 400 years. Why would you think that they need to remove y'all for them to remove us? If they really just wanted to replace us or get rid of us, they would just fucking do it. We will be at war right fucking now. It will be ICE knocking down my goddamn door right now. You're wilding. They do not need to get rid of y'all for them to come and attack us. You're tripping. We just got finished talking about Earl Smith. They just hung a brother in New York. What are you talking? They just hung 2 brothers in Georgia. What are you talking about? Why would they feel a need to get rid of y'all? It's not like y'all out here protecting us. Mind you, it's not like illegals. A lot of these illegals are in Black spaces. A lot of these illegals are right beside Black neighborhoods or in Black neighborhoods. They coming right beside us. They not knocking on Jamal's door. They knocking on fucking Maria's door. They know where we at. They could easily come and get us. Why they not? They could have been came and got us. They could have said, you know what, we coming after niggas first, and then we coming after y'all. Some of you tethers that come over here are a lot more submissive anyways. It will make sense. I'm just saying, y'all will submit a lot more to this power structure than we would. Some of you Negroes. So why wouldn't they come for us first? It don't make sense. Y'all not protecting us. You know, like y'all over here like, don't hurt the Black Americans or we will fight, we will go to war. Y'all not over here like that. What do you do? So what are we talking about? The only thing protecting us is us. And they still not coming for us. So you want me to sit here and believe that we supposed to be scared? Get the fuck out of here. You sound like a scared Negro. You tripping. That ain't in my blood. I don't know what the hell you talking about, but that ain't on my bloodline. You tripping. That's on your bloodline. You can run. You can fight. You could, you know what I'm saying, cover up and act like a coward and have other people fight your fight if you want to, but that ain't what we do. That ain't about lineage. So yeah, it is what the fuck it is. Like, I don't know what some of y'all want me to say, but it's not, it's like, I'm not going like that. We're not going like that. I'm sorry. Black Americans ain't going like that, baby. It is what it is. I want to get into this too, because this, it's some Hispanics out here that's having some discord about it too. And you know, some of these Hispanics is feeling a similar way to Black Americans or to Americans in general, because they like, nigga, we legal. Hey, look, we legal, baby. We ain't this ice fight ain't ours either. You got this little Hispanic right here. That's got a MAGA hat on. Hold up, let me play this.
For the Latinos for Trump. This is for the Latinos for Trump and the Latinos for Trump only. Okay.
Okay, I'm here.
How does it feel that your president is trying to remove birth citizenship rights? Because you know damn well that is the whole reason you are a fucking citizen right now, an American.
Nope.
Okay. It's the reason you were able to apply for financial aid.
Nope again.
It's the reason you're able to get public schooling.
Nope for a third time.
It's the reason that you were able to fucking vote.
For the fourth time, nope.
I'm genuinely curious, like, what the thoughts are on this.
Okay, look. I don't know what makes you guys think that every single Latino American that lives in the United States of America is an anchor baby, is here illegally, or their parents came here illegally and they do not have American citizenship. My family has been here for 4 generations. They migrated here legally, meaning I do not have birthright citizenship. My family came here legally, and when I was born an American citizen. Okay?
So yeah, you got even some of these Latinos that's like, man, that ain't our fight either. I don't know what y'all talking about, but we ain't worried. If anybody was gonna be worried, it would be them
only. Okay.
If anybody was gonna be, if anybody else outside of these illegals was gonna be worried about his birthright citizenship, it would be them. Because y'all ain't got no fucking claim to our land either. I'm just saying, dude, you an American citizen, but you ain't us, okay? Hashtag they not like us. So you ain't us, nigga. If anybody will be worried about being niggas, it will be you. It will be this nigga right here. Okay, my family been here for 4 generations, great, grand, okay? But they still came here. It wasn't homegrown, okay? Y'all still a transplant. Y'all came over here. Y'all wouldn't, you could take your ass back to your homeland too. I'm just saying. Look, I ain't worried about y'all either, okay? But if anybody is gonna be concerned next outside of illegals, it's not gonna be Black Americans. It will be what you call Mexican Americans, Irish Americans, Italian Americans, whatever the hell Americans. Blank insert some other nationality Americans. It will be them, not us. Like, what do we don't have any other African. We got that bullshit African American, and that's not even something that's a fact. We're not even labeling ourselves that no more. Nobody's even using that term no more. So what are we talking about? We're actively getting rid of that term so we can delineate and be more specific of who we are, because we're not African American. Okay, if anything, we are indigenous American. If anything, honestly, we don't even have to say indigenous American. We could just say indigenous and leave it there, to be honest. But if we want to be specific, we could say indigenous American. But that whole African American thing, that's not us. Those are people like him that will be considered whose parents came here, whether a generation or 2 generations, but however many generations ago, came over here legally, and then they had children, and now their children are African American. Those African Americans, they need to be concerned about the birthright. They should be concerned about being next, not foundational Black Americans. We are part of this, the soil of this land. Like, I'm not feeling that. I see you said, I really wish y'all would stop saying we, the greatest soldiers and fighters. It's not we, it's Black American men. Absolutely. Hey, look, I got no contest to that. It's absolutely FBA men. You right on point with that. Absolutely. Okay. For sure. No, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't get jiggy with that. Y'all are wilding. Y'all are doing too much. We're not scared. So yeah. Now, one other thing I want to get into as well is, where is this at? Is this it? Oh, damn. Should I talk about this? I want to talk about this Maryland thing, but I feel like this little this deportation thing. Apparently Trump, let me just bring this up right quick, just because I'm on the immigrant thing right quick. Let me just bring this up before I get into this last thing. So apparently Trump administration is ending their legal protection for 500,000 Haitians, and they now face deportations. Okay. Let me just read this a little bit right quick. 2 seconds. The Department of Homeland Security said Friday that it is terminating legal protections for hundreds of thousands of Haitians, setting them up for for potential deportation. DHS said that the conditions in Haiti have improved and Haitians no longer meet the conditions for temporary legal protections. The termination of temporary protection status, or TPS, applies to about 500,000 Haitians who are already in the United States, some of who've lived here for more than a decade. It is coming 3 months after the Trump administration revoked legal protections of thousands of Haitians who arrived legally in the country under a humanitarian parole program. And it is part of the series of measures implemented to curb immigration. Recently, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned a federal judge's order preventing the administration from revoking the parole program. TPS allows people already in the United States to stay and work legally if their homelands are deemed unsafe. Immigrants from 17 countries, including Haiti, Afghanistan, Sudan, Lebanon, were receiving those protections before President Donald Trump took office for his second term in January. President Trump is ending protections and programs for immigrants as part of his mass deportation promises. During his political campaign, he said his administration would scale back the use of TPS, which covered more than 1 million immigrants. His campaign highlighted unfounded claims that Haitians who lived and worked legally in Springfield, Ohio, and as TPS holders were eating their neighbor's pets. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Greetings. He was talking about they're eating the dogs or something like that. I forgot about that when it's Springfield. Yeah, they was talking about the Haitians. Hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans and some Afghans have been told already that they're losing their TPS status. Some of the Haitians who benefit from TPS have requested asylum or other lawful immigration status that could protect them from deportation, although it is not clear how many could be left without any relief. Now, I do remember this. This was part how Kamala got all them damn illegals in here in the first place. I don't even need to read no more. Yeah, I mean, hey, again, I'm trying to figure out how to sending you back to your homeland. Go fix your homeland, man. Go get your homeland together, please. It's time. You know, it's time. I mean, I don't even need to read no more of that. What you call it for me to stand on business on that. Hey, look, it's time. Go ahead back, man. Some of these people homelands is messed up, and I get it, but staying here and whining about it is not going to change the fact that your homeland needs your help in order for it to get fixed. It's either you gonna fix it or these colonizers gonna go over there and take over. It's one of the two, and for some of them, it's already happened. Okay, so it's like they're going to further take over, or you're going to go home and fight back and get your fucking land back, get your country back. Which one is it going to be?
I don't know if it's bots. I don't know if it's actual people, but any black person supporting the deportation of Haitians is a fucking coon. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And before you get to typing your bullshit ass FBA logic in the comments or your diaspora war bullshit, save it. You will be blocked. Nobody's entertaining your regressive ass ideologies any longer. Y'all have been talking for way too long and talking way too much. I'm tired of this vast minority infecting the vast majority with they bullshit. I'm not arguing with niggas that think you can get to Egypt through the Grand Canyon. I'm not entertaining pseudo-intellectualism. Anybody in their right mind, especially somebody that's a part of the diaspora, would have nothing but respect for Haiti and the Haitian people. Especially if you understood the history and understood the fact that the only reason that they in the position that they are in today is because they dared to stand up to colonialism and oppression. And they were the only ones that were successful at it. And the Western world has been making them pay the price for that ever since. I don't know what some of y'all niggas think y'all gonna gain with this isolationist ass mentality. Y'all have become nothing more than O-phase with black skin. Y'all have become masters magnum opus. saying shit like "go back to your country," mirroring the same behavior of people that will hang you on trees, and you see no problem with that. Y'all have lost your fucking mind, and y'all are delusional to think that people that are 13% of the U.S. population, which amounts to 30 or 40 million people, can just take on the entire world and win without any help from anybody else.
See, that's your problem. Who the fuck said we trying to take over the world? Who? Black Americans is worried about Black American problems. That's your fucking issue right there. You got that. That's that tether mentality. There you go again. That's that fucking tether mentality popping out again. What are you talking about? No, we ain't trying to take on the majority of the. We're not colonizers. You trying to put that on us, and I don't like the fact that they convolute. They always try to. They convolute all of these ideas together to make it seem like Black Americans as a whole, the ones who are making sense, like myself, are just throwing shit to the wall and seeing what sticks. Oh yeah, I'm not arguing niggas who think you can go to the Grand Canyon and get to Africa. First of all, what the fuck that got to do with us delineating? What the fuck are you? What are you talking about? Most people that identify as FBAs, that is not at the forefront of our idea. What the hell are you talking about? You talking about some of these spiritual Negroes online, which some of those, a lot of them niggas is tethers too, okay? But you talking about some of these spiritual niggas online that's talking about other shit that ain't even what the fuck we talking about. We're talking about rights to our land. We're talking about delineating. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, y'all would have respect and understand that, you know, they were the only ones that was that was successful at fighting back colonization. Really? Y'all were the only ones? If y'all were the only ones that fight that was successful at it, why the fuck y'all fighting to get over here? What was we doing the last 400 years? If y'all were the only ones successful at it, what the fuck we been doing for the last 400 years? What was our ancestors doing? I feel like that was a little shady. Because for you to even, and then for you to say that while on American soil, why the fuck you're not home and doing that? Oh, they've been making them pay for. So what have they been making us pay for? What have they been doing to us? Have we not been under a system of white supremacy over the last, in the belly of the fucking beast? Have we not been in the belly of the beast for the last 400 years? And you talking about, oh yeah, we need to respect y'all and just, we just need to let all you niggas just fly over here. Because y'all was the first ones and the only ones, from your point of view, that fought back against white supremacy or colonization and won. But you're fighting to come over here. You couldn't have won if you're fighting to get over here. I'm just saying, that don't make sense. Maybe you won at some point and then now you're losing. I think we should just be honest about our fucking predicaments. We know the Black America. We know where we at as Black America. We know what we done lost and what we done won. But we still here fighting. We're still here. The majority of us are still here. We're not fighting to get access to nobody else's country. We're not fighting to get, you know how many times it's Negroes in Africa right now. What is it, Ghana? Certain countries in Africa that's allowing American citizenship, and that's not even as plain as I'm saying that. It's some contingencies within that. But nobody's fighting to get over to Ghana to get their citizenship. Nobody's fighting to get to some of these other countries to build other countries and flee from where our ancestors fought at. We're not doing that. And you expect us to sit here and we respect Haitians. We do it. We respect 1804. Hey, look, 1804. Bitch, I am a so. No, I forgot. Hey, look, we respect it. We respect y'all fight. We respect y'all play. And we understand the system of white supremacy is global. We understand that, which is why we don't run. But we understand that. So we know that y'all still got issues. But you coming here, that's just illogical. You're like, again, that's double speak. You sound crazy. I don't think some of these Negroes are really, I need for y'all to write down what you're saying and then read it out loud. Because for you to sit up here and say that, oh, we need to respect y'all fighting, y'all fought back against colonization and y'all won, and then in the same breath, talk about how we should be fighting for y'all to be over here, or we should respect the fact that y'all want to flee here. What? Why the fuck aren't you still fighting in your country? I'm confused. While in your own country, and even the country that's right beside y'all, the DR, y'all got colonizers over there. Y'all got people over there, I mean, that's oppressing y'all as well. Y'all deal with anti-Black racism very heavily with the country right beside you. Them damn Dominicans, them anti-Black ass Dominicans that's over there. They got y'all over there being maids, and it won't even let y'all be waiters in certain clubs. I went over there. I've been to DR a few times. Like 6-7 times now. I've been to DR. Every time I've been over there, whenever time it's a nice restaurant, it's a nice club, it's nothing but light white-skinned Dominicans working. But let it be a nanny job, let it be somewhere where it's like a little fast food restaurant. The Dominicans, I mean the Haitians, the Dominicans don't have a problem with the Haitians being over there. You got problems over there that y'all can worry about. You got a government right beside you, not including your own, that you can worry about. And you're fighting to flee to come all the way the fuck over here, and you want me to sit up here and say we need to respect that while we stay here? And you want us to some of you niggas got the audacity to brag. Oh yeah, my homeland is so great. My homeland is da-da-da-da. I vacation there. I'm going to retire there. You niggas want to retire in your homeland, but y'all don't want to live there. You want to die there, but you don't want to live there. And you expect me to respect that? You're tripping. Write that shit down and read it out because you sound fucking crazy. You sound insane. I'm not anti-black, nigga. Matter of fact, you're anti-black. I think some of you niggas are just projecting your own anti-blackness on us because we're not afraid to stay where the fuck we at. I think it's more anti-black to flee. I think it's more cowardly to flee. I think it's more anti-God. Let's take it there. Let's take it there. Let's take it there. That's anti-God for you to run from the fucking given space, the given land God has blessed you with. You want to flee from that to come over into a space that God has blessed us with and expect us to just move over and let you in. Get the fuck out of here. You tripping. You tripping. How about that? Talking about we sound like some fucking colonizers. And what do you sound like? A coward? I'm sorry. Are we going to go there? I don't want to go on y'all like that. I love my sisters and brothers in the African diaspora. We love our brothers and sisters globally. Hello, that's how you niggas got over here. But are we really about to sit here and act like this is logical? Fleeing is not cowardly? Are we about to sit here and act like you're just going to let the dominant society colonize every other part of the fucking world that you want to run from so you can come here? What are we talking about? Y'all in space. Some of y'all are like floating. Some of y'all are like y'all really think we stupid enough to fall for this and feel bad. I'm not. Y'all are tethers. Y'all come from a different lineage. You have a different bloodline. You got a different way of thinking. You got a different culture. And that's fine. But I'm going to need you to keep that shit over there because we got other problems to worry about, baby. We trying to get these reparations. So let's get it popping. We trying to get these reparations popping. I don't got time for y'all nonsense. We trying to get these reparations. Get the fuck out of here. We trying to get these reparations popping. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? Let me get into this last topic right quick. Along with these Supreme Court rulings, this is one Supreme Court ruling that was that nobody's really talking about. Now this is local. Like I said, this got to do with Montgomery County. Which is crazy. Montgomery County is literally right beside me. And I'm like, it's really got me curious. Like, did PG County go through something like this? Apparently the parents in Montgomery County sued. And they won. So let me read into this. Can I play this? No, I'm not gonna play this. I ain't got time for that. Let me just let me read this article. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Montgomery County, Maryland parents who objected on religious grounds to the use of books with LGBT characters in elementary school. Parents who sued argued they wanted to be able to pull their children out of lessons using the books. Justice ruled 6-3 with the three liberal justices dissenting. Justice Samuel Alito wrote the majority opinion. Without an injunction, the parents will continue to suffer an unconstitutional burden on their religious exercise, and such burden unquestionably constitutes irreparable injury, the opinion says. Justice Sonoya Sotomayor wrote the dissent, casting aside long-standing precedent. The court invents a constitutional right to avoid exposure to subtle themes contrary to religious principles that parents wish to install in their children. Events. invents a constitutional right to avoid. Okay, to avoid. Okay, I thought I read that. That says I thought that was backwards for a second. She wrote, exposing students to the message that LGBTQ people exist and that their loved ones may celebrate their marriages and life events. The majority says is enough to trigger the most demanding form of judicial scrutiny. The decision was not a final ruling in the case, but the judges strongly suggested that the parents will win in the end. The courts ruled that the policies like the one that issued in the case are subjected to the strictest levels of review, nearly always dooming them. At the White House, President Donald Trump called the ruling a victory for parents' rights advocates. I think it's a great ruling for parents. They lost control of the schools. They lost control of their child. And this is a tremendous victory for parents. Absolutely. Let me show y'all one of these, Can y'all see that? Is that big enough for y'all to see? I hope y'all can see that. I don't know if it was called, but it says one of the pre-kindergarten and Head Start books. One of these are called Pride Puppy. So that's the title of one of them. Another one for kindergartners through 5th grade is called Uncle Bobby's Wedding. Yeah. So you got one about a pride puppy. And then you got another one about uncle getting married to another man. So yeah, Uncle Bobby's Wedding. So yeah, just an egregious, look at what they was some of the stuff they was trying to push on your children or on our children. Montgomery County Public Schools said in a statement, today's decision is not the outcome we hoped for. Public Schools said in a statement, whoa there. Today's decision is not the outcome we hoped for or work toward. It marks significant challenge for public education nationwide. In Montgomery County schools and public schools, we will determine next steps and navigate this moment with integrity and purpose, guided as always by our shared values of learning, relationships, respect, excellence, and equity. Yeah, Montgomery County schools, y'all tripping like shit. What do you mean that wasn't the outcome you was hoping for? Would hope it was. What the hell, Leonte? Why wouldn't you want parents to have the choice? You're not even talking about, and honestly, I'm not for it at all. I think they need to take all that shit out of schools. Okay. You look at some of these DC schools, real liberal. Okay. DC in general is real liberal. It's a whole lot of pride stuff. Okay. A lot of pride propaganda, a lot of LGBT propaganda, to say the least. So I'm definitely not for them teaching our children no LGBT. I'm sorry. Uncle Bobby's Cookout, hell to the no. Okay. Pride Puppy, hell to the non. None of that shit should be inside children's books, period. LGBT ain't got nothing to do with ain't got nothing to do with schooling, period. If we're going to do any sort of sex education, it would just be the basics of science. Just biology. What happens when a man and a woman, how to create a baby. That's the only thing that you really need to be propagating in school. Okay, as far as you exploring other sexualities and things of that nature, or as Dr. Lily Fuller Jr. would say, anti-sexual behavior, them promoting anything of that sort is completely that's complete nonsense, and it's adding to or supporting the agenda of depopulation. Hell to the no. There's no reason a second grader should be learning about a pride puppy or a man marrying another man. I'm sorry. If they learn that at home, they see two men walking down the street, they ask their parents. That's something that's on the parents, okay? And they're talking about this is a religious, from a religious stance. I don't even think it has to be a religious stance. This should be a choice. Damn, you shouldn't have to lie and say I'm a Muslim or I'm a Christian. It's against. You don't have to be a part of any religion for you to understand that that's not something appropriate for children. So just based off that, you should be able to opt out. And honestly, it should really be an opt-in. It should be a majority or do not have to. I think that should be the majority are not learning that. And if you want your children to learn that, then maybe they got like an after-school program, after school, okay? Something outside of school that you can take your child to, or something where, again, the majority of children aren't going to see that propaganda at. You can allow your children to go there. But honestly, I'm not even for that. I don't think none of that should be in schools. That's not appropriate. I'm sorry. It's an agenda. That's to sexually confuse children. And again, to support the depopulation agenda. I'm not fucking with that, okay? So yeah, but shout out to the parents that stood on minister, the parents in Montgomery County that wasn't rocking with that. It's a lot of black people in Montgomery County, a lot of black people in PG County. So I'm assuming we was behind that. A lot of black Americans was probably behind that push. But shout out to them for standing on minister for that, because yeah, that's completely inappropriate, man. They coming after our children. It's an egregious. It's very egregious, and it's funny because I mean, MoCo. I'm pretty sure MoCo is better than I don't know about their school zones or like the quality of their schools. I want to say they got more money because PG County got money, but it's just not allocated correctly. Like I said, I'm living in PG County now. All of the schools that I'm around, my sister doesn't even want my nephew to go to because they're bullshit. Like the schools are not good. He was just at a school that was up the street from my house. She's trying to transfer him from that school to another school just because it's a little better. And it's more black people there. The school he was at was a lot of Hispanics, unfortunately. So she's trying to get him at least around some more black people. And where the curriculum is better. But honestly, for this county, it's like niggas out here making too much money for these schools to be bullshitting like this. Like I'm like, where's the money getting allocated? I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, that is something that definitely needs to be fixed for sure. And Moco, like I said, I think their schools, I want to say their schools might be better. Y'all let me know in the comments if you're local. I want to say their schools might be better. I know Moco definitely got money. Montgomery County, they definitely got more money. I'm not gonna stamp that, but they definitely got money. Let me say that. And so their schools might be better, but it's like for these children to be having literacy rates and for these schools to be again just having all these sort of problems, lacking resources and things of that nature. Why the fuck is y'all worried about putting money into teaching kids about LGBT? What? There's a slew of other issues that y'all could be worried about other than teaching children about LGBT themes. What the hell are we doing? Like, I mean, if this don't got agenda written all over it, I don't know what does. That's just like so obvious. Even if you are a part of that community, you should know what your children, you teach your children what you want about that community. But to say on a mass scale, most children should be learning about that when most people aren't even a part of that community. Literally, that community is what? I think last time I checked, it was on like 5% of the fucking population. And even at 5%, most of them are white. Like, why would you think especially a black American, why would you want that to be a part of your child's curriculum? It's too much shit they got to learn about. We're not even learning. They trying to take black history out of some of these schools. They're not even teaching black history correctly. They barely even teaching it outside of Black History Month, and you want them to learn about LGBT themes? What are we talking? I mean, that shouldn't even be a question, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, shout out to the parents out here standing on business. Okay, because that's egregious outrage everything between. Tweeting anti-freedom tethers with the opinions on America. Absolutely. You got to start going to board meetings. They should be able to tell you everything that's in your money. Absolutely. You know what? You're right. I was thinking about that too. Or like city hall meetings and stuff like that, because I do want to know, like, where the fuck is all the money going? It's like this is ridiculous. There's no way some of these schools should be as bad as they are, and people making the amount of money they're making over here, the people paying the amount of taxes they paying over here. That don't make no damn. I don't live in a bad neighborhood. Like, this is a fine neighborhood. I ain't gonna say I'm not. Y'all don't even know where I live, but I live in a fine neighborhood. Like, the shit is cool. Niggas got nice houses, drive nice cars. Okay, people own houses over here. My neighbor across the street, she's been owning her house for 20 years. Like, okay, I mean, I just took my nephew to a little birthday party who was up the street. They've been living at their house for like 10 years. I think they own their house. They own their house. They've been living at their house for like 10 years. So it's a lot of Black Americans that are like well off, you know what I'm saying, around me. You know what I'm saying? And they're not even just Black Americans, it's people. There's some Hispanic, couple of Hispanics that live around here. The people that's out here are pretty like straight. Like, so I'm like, there's no way that these schools is broke. These schools should be under resources. These schools should be underfunded. What the fuck is going? Where's the money going? Where the money at? Okay, I'm just saying. Egregious outrage, everything between. ZZ, I seen that in England, the LGBT community went nude in the streets. And when they were asked why they did that around kids, they said it's non-sexual. Oh, that's pedophile behavior. Oh, baby, that's pedophile behavior. Yeah, that's what that is. And that's a part of that depopulation agenda, and also a part of that LGBT, teaching that LGBT on children. Because, you know, they had drag queens, drag queens at libraries reading to children. Now, I don't think that happened. I don't know if that happened in DC. Not to say it didn't, because it could have. Like I said, DC hella liberal. I wouldn't be surprised if something like that may have happened. I just didn't hear about it. Went under my radar. But I did hear about that happening in Chicago, and they was out there protesting that. So yeah, it's definitely happened. That's a part of that PDFL agenda. Okay, they're gonna be talking about kids can identify as 18. Next thing you know, hey, look, if a child can decide whether they can mutilate themselves, they can decide whether they want to be with somebody over the consenting age. So that's the route they're trying to go, especially some of these older people that's identifying as men and women. If I can identify as a man, you got some people that's identifying as little girls, grown ass men identifying as little girls. So yeah, all of that is a part of the agenda. You got to be careful, baby. That shit getting real. Yeah, but anyways, let me get up off here, man. It's 11:30. I've been on here for almost 4 hours. That's the second time you know what I'm saying? We was up in here. I really didn't think I was gonna be here that long, but I had to go in on them damn tethers, man. That shit kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. The ancestors working through me. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm not rocking with it. I do apologize if I offended you, but I don't apologize for speaking the truth. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, shout out to the chat. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, ZZ Rants. Follow me on Twitter, ZZ Rants. Follow me on TikTok, ZZ Rants. Make sure y'all subscribe to my Twitch, Man of Mirror, A-Twins. Go subscribe, baby, okay? And subscribe to our YouTube if you want to see the clips in the YouTube video. I mean, the shrunken down streams if you want to see that. And For the Culture, make sure you go subscribe to For the Culture. You know, it's always good. Anyways, shout out to the chat. Shelly the Great, Marcus Moore, Oso, J-Man, Young's handsome, something, D something, I forgot. Jamal, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night. Peace and be one.
We do not play by our green. You fuck with the team.